morning. I'm here with John Aebi at the IOLI Convention 2023 in Sparks, Utah. Sparks, Utah. See, I'm going to have to clip that. Sparks, Nevada. And we are at his booth that is woodworking. That's John's thing, is woodworking. He makes bobbins and all kinds of lace supplies that we're going to show you in this interview. And we're going to talk about woodworking. How'd you get started?
I guess I started when I started to college and decided I wanted to be an industrial arts teacher, and I had to take a woodworking class, and so I started in woodworking.
You didn't have a woodworking class as a kid or anything, huh? It was all in college?
We had one in high school.
Yeah.
We cut boards, and that was about it.
But it wasn't very interesting.
Didn't do too much. Tried to make a cabinet with a drawer, but the drawer didn't work, and that was about it.
Do you think it was your skills and interest, or was it the tools that you had the ability to work with, or what?
I think there was...
In high school?
I probably wasn't very interested in it.
Oh, so
but,
it was motivation.
But I did have a deal that I kind of liked. Wood, my brother and I, we always wanted boards and nails for Christmas.
You did.
and that was it. And so we'd get boards and nails and
make forts and stuff, or just mess about?
Just cut boards, make a mess, and that was it. I don't know that we ever made anything really, but
that's cool.
We cut boards and grow nails.
That's funny. So then you went to college and you decided industrial arts was the thing. Did you do metalworking and other things as well?
Have done some metalworking. Printing and drafting and plastics and electricity and I mean the whole
that was the whole
gamut of things.
Curriculum then?
Yeah.
But, and then
the wood turning kind of hit my fancy, I guess, and I like that. I could turn smaller things that didn't take too long and end up with a product that
you were happy
showed
with.
that I had made something over my time, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because now the lathe for big lathes are pretty huge. How big is the lathe that you use for things like bobbins?
Pretty big.
Oh, it's still big?
It's still big. I have a big, I can turn like a 4-foot piece and then.
Oh, but you do these even on that big lathe?
I do that, and because it's very steady. It doesn't move around. I use maybe smaller chisels, but the lathe is steady and I can do that. So I can turn little things on the big lathe. I also have a smaller lathe, but it's hard to turn very big things because it's not very steady.
Does it rattle?
It rattles and jumps around.
Oh, okay.
So I can turn small things on a big lathe, and that works.
Works better.
Works fine.
Yeah. All right, and then some of the things you make. Here's bench bobbins, and we'll take close-up pictures of these. How do you do that? Do you glue the board together and then?
I have a square piece like this.
Yeah.
And I'll cut it at an angle.
Yeah. So it'll be a block of wood, right?
Block of wood, square block of wood, kind of roughed out. And I'll cut it at an angle. Cut it off at an angle, and then glue up some little pieces and put in it, and then clamp it back together.
Yeah.
And then
turn it like that.
Get one of those, or here's another example of the bobbin with
the diagonal on it.
With a diagonal thread. Yeah. And so then glue those in and then cut it down to the right size and shape.
Cool.
So make those.
With the chisels, yeah.
And some of them don't have the diagonal, but some of them do.
Yeah. Oh, and then is that cut in with an engraver, or is that?
A laser.
A laser. Oh, so you've got a laser cutter now.
No, but trophy place in town.
Oh, they do it. We have one of these. I have one at my house. I don't think he's... yeah, we have a laser cutter. I don't know if it does things this thick. I know we've cut out like plexiglass. Okay. We've done about that thick.
Oh, okay. Well, see, this is just burnt into the side.
To the side. So I don't know. I know we can precision do it, but I don't know how thick the piece takes.
But I go to the trophy shop.
I
go to the trophy shop where they do all kinds of trophies for the sports.
And they just throw them in, huh?
And they do them for me.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and then this is, what's that for?
That's a bridge, I think it's called, or we call it. So when you start doing lacing, you can put that on and hold it so it doesn't pull threads through somehow.
Yeah, I think you do it to protect part of the work
Yeah.
you're setting aside. See, I know the answer.
You know more than I do.
Yeah, you put a pin on either side, and then it helps protect a section of your bobbin lace that you're not working on for a while. Puts it on rest.
Those are hair picks.
Hair picks, right back here.
Or a short knitting needle, I guess, but a hair pick is what I make it for.
That'd be interesting, actually. I do short work. If you do length goods, if I gauged this, I could knit on this. It's nice and sharp.
But I'd have to make two of them the same size.
That is true. We'd have to. Well, I could just come over and find the ones. And then these are fun. These come long and short, but this does the same thing as this. Only you're putting your bobbins away.
Hold
right?
bobbins on
And you can pick up the pillow and walk away. You can do short-term rest or packing up your bobbin to go away. That's a little guy. And I think this is the same. I think I have one of these too.
It's the same, yeah.
Yeah, I use this and I pin everything up.
And we have, I think, 4 different styles of these bobbin holders. But
Yeah, the elastic kind, that kind.
there's one that's glued up pieces there.
Oh yeah, there's one with a
So,
yeah.
So we have different those. Just to hold
different
bobbins.
ways of holding the bobbins away. And then a pin bowl.
Fill it full of pins.
Do
And,
you do magnets? No, you don't do.
no.
They probably add their own magnets if they want it. But you put a big hat pin down the center there and it'll sit on your pillow. What else was there? Oh, this. And then we've got this. A nice, what?
Holds the spool of thread as you wind your bobbins and it comes off. And if it comes off the side like this, it does not twist the thread.
Which is a huge problem. I throw mine in my lap and then I end up with
Okay.
twisted
Yeah.
thread.
And
It's
this'll
not so good.
Keep it from twisting.
Yeah.
And so this will come up and this comes out so you can
Oh, look, you could use your hat pin.
could almost do that. Could do that.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So how'd you end up at IOLI? Because your wife Carol doesn't do bobbin lace, does she?
No.
How'd you find IOLI?
I saw an article in one of my woodworking magazines about turning bobbins,
Yeah.
and I thought that looks like something I could do, but I didn't know anything about it. But the lacers in Lafayette were having a call out. I saw an ad in the paper, so I called them to see if I could go.
Do you guys want any bobbins? Or did you check out their bobbins first?
No, I told them
So innuendo.
I just told them I wanted to know what bobbins were and what they were
okay.
like and all of this. So they invited me to the meeting, and they would not tell me anything about a bobbin until I had tried to make lace.
Oh, no way.
So
Wow.
the meeting, I had
Make some.
to try to make some lace, and I made a little bit. So then they started telling me what bobbins ought to be and how to do them, and they never told me I made a bad one. They just kept telling me, John, you can do better. So. And some of them were kind of bad.
Were they?
but they kept telling me I could do better, so I kept trying, and that's been about 40 years.
40
ago.
years? You've been retired that long?
No.
Oh, so you started making them while you were still working?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then I can't remember when I started going to the conferences. It was when it was in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
I think. Well, maybe I went to one in Indiana. But some of the lace makers, it was in Indiana because
Indiana's the first one I went to, but I don't think it was your first. I think I went to a much later Indiana one.
okay, but the locals hosted the IOLI meeting in Indianapolis or something, and so they invited me to come, and so I went to one, and then just kind of kept on going.
Kept on going.
Kept on.
Yeah,
So we've gone to, I don't know, 18 or 20 of them.
the weight is important, and then this distance is important, and how smooth this is important, and
I think.
there's so many variables that's crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I know every time I touch a bad bobbin, Jean Reeves
Oh.
tells me, she's like, no, you don't like that one because of that, because of that, because of that. So they know.
And sometimes, I can turn these and they work really well, and some days I'll try to turn some and they just all break. So then I quit a while. And
So they do, well, it makes sense that they would break. It's pretty thin and fine.
and then I buff them off at a time with steel wool while it's still in the lathe, and if it catches on anything, and then just breaks it.
It'll break it?
Twist them in two. You'll break the bobbin.
Oh my gosh.
So I have a whole box full of broken pieces. But I
could do
don't
with
break
those.
them all.
No.
I do okay.
That's
It's
good.
fun.
Oh, we forgot about one last thing. Because the first time I heard about you, this is what I heard about you.
Is that right? The fans.
Yeah. The fan sticks.
Okay. So I make bobbins, and then the ladies make lace, or the men. And one of the things they can do is make lace for a fan.
And cover a fan. And there's very few fan sticks available in the U.S.
And I make a few different sizes, but if you make one, get the sticks first,
Yeah.
then make the fan.
Because you have to fit your lace to your fan sticks. You can't just go get any old size.
Yeah.
And there's segmenting you have to take into account and all kinds of stuff.
So I glue up and make the guards. I make the bolt and sticks on the inside.
You machine that as well?
Yeah. I buy brass rod.
And you make, wow.
Brass rod from Lowe's or Menards or somewhere.
Yeah.
And if I can get this one out,
Oh, it screws in?
I cut the bolt, make a bolt out of brass rod, and it's got threads on the end.
Oh, right in here. Right inside there.
And down here at this
There, we have to
end.
go up to the video.
Oop,
There we go.
it's got threads down here at this end,
Oh, and then you soften
And-
off the end bit and then,
and the bottom guard has threads in it,
oh
so
wow.
you can put a bolt through it and
And connect
hold them
it.
together. And if you don't want all of these sticks on the inside, just take it apart and take out.
Oh,
a
you
stick
can
or
reduce
two,
your number of sticks. Oh, that's cool.
and you can take out some.
And then those how you stitch it on, just little teeny pinholes. You might not be able to see that, but oh wow, that's cool. One of these days. I haven't done a fan stick yet.
And fan sticks, I make different sizes, but it's hard to make an individual one odd sizes because you have fixtures and jigs that
For each
size.
kind you make, so you set up jigs. Yeah.
And so some of them are little bitty fans
To display. And then other bigger ones. Nobody uses fans anymore anyway, hardly,
No.
but they're
Carol-
mostly for display.
Carol's got a small one that she wears
As a jewelry.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of them are just display. I don't know of anybody that
Well,
To
I'm
use.
like part of the Edwardian Society. We actually carry ours around.
is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't made one for
Good.
myself. I've been
Good.
intending to for years, but I haven't done it.
Like it's the same pattern, just different colors of.
Oh, choices, yeah. Here I have to
And it
open it
makes
again because I made a mistake and turned this off. There.
And it looks totally different. I mean, different
Depending on
colors.
your color.
Yeah.
So that is the biggest fan pattern. And Ulrike made it. There it is. If you want to find that, there it is. But it does look really nice depending on what color you choose, doesn't
It
it?
sure does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's neat. Oh, and look, she's told you what
What size?
fan stick you need.
Yeah.
There, I'll let go
So
of it.
anyway,
Yeah, that's neat. And all the different, and then I'm gonna walk around the table so we can see all your goods. So there's the different bobbin keepers that you can get. This kind. Oh, look at! Oh, you're making little ones now.
Yeah, I did. I'm
They're
out
hard.
of the business now.
Yeah, is this one too tedious to make?
Yeah, well, the bobbins aren't so bad, but it's getting the beads and threading them up.
Oh, yeah, it's a pain. Well, there's a group of people doing miniature pillows in Portland right now. They made kits, and they were looking for smaller bobbins. I think those are even smaller than they wanted, though. They wanted somewhere in between.
Somebody talked to me about travel bobbins.
Yes,
small
exactly,
ones.
those. Yeah.
And I have made. I have not for quite a while.
Yeah. They were looking for them in Portland.
Is that right?
Yeah. I'll ask them next time I'm there.
Sure.
Yeah. And then, okay, the only way you can get bobbins from John. What's the only way you can get bobbins? Or any of this stuff?
At the IOLI convention, I have a booth, or
You really want to say that to email you? It's exclusive.
Yeah, well,
These are only
I do a
accessible
few.
exclusively.
Yeah, okay. At the IOLI.
But maybe if you contact us, we can help you.
That's right.
Maybe. Maybe.
We can try.
Oh, and I didn't even show you. I'll show you in a bit the tatting shuttles and the um, edging keepers that he makes for us. So you can get those from us. But the rest of this, it's exclusive. So we have silent bobbin, or silent tatting shuttles that John makes for us. And we have lace edging keepers that we carry in the shop. Now again, this is all we have. I think we've asked John to make us some more of these. So they're coming in different woods. We only have walnut left. But exclusive, I'm telling you, he's exclusive. If you want to see more interviews, I'm going to be working around the best I can to people at the vending room who will let me interview them, and maybe others. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you know when the next upload happens. And like and comment. Do you guys do bobbin lace? What other kinds of things would you like to see interviews about? Let me know. Bye.